Coach, obviously a tough loss, but you guys came back after losing game one against Maine and won that series. What's kind of the mindset moving forward?
Get as much energy back in your body as we can. These guys have played a ton of hockey, 3-3, 1 day off, back-to-back in 6 and 7. So I thought they played a pretty hard game. We started to get a little bit loose with the puck, and you earn your bounces, which Norfolk did that tonight, right? They deserved to win the game. So whether you lose 7-4 or 1-0, it's the same difference, right? We lost one game, so reset, work to get a win on home ice tomorrow.
Coach, what do you kind of feel like ultimately led to you guys having that back and forth with them early on?
They want to join the rush. They'll try to outscore you. They'll leave the zone early. They get all their D up in the rush as well. So we want to try to get away from that game. We want to play a half-court game, play time in the O zone, and be simpler with the puck. So a couple bad reads that we made, I think, with and without it tonight. So we'll take a look at the video and try to correct that for tomorrow and moving forward here.
Obviously not pleased. What was the explanation for the difference in the boarding period, boarding penalties, first period?
You can ask the league.
Coach, you guys were able to bounce back tonight with them scoring first. You guys, it was the back and forth type of hockey. Were you impressed by the team's effort to be able to continue to do that tonight, to stay with them through 2 periods of play?
Yeah, always. And I mean, you see the goal, they scored it tied up, I think late in the second, or get it close. So much happened, right? It's just a little bounce that doesn't go our way, right? And in these games, we really can't afford to have that. The emotional and the up and down, it's so energy zapping. So, I think our effort's always great. We just need to be smarter with the puck because we know the situation we're in. So there's no excuse to have some of the breakdowns that we did tonight. We'll look at it, like I said, and we'll try to fix it.
Coach, obviously, you guys played Norfolk in the regular season, and you knew what they brought, with the physicality-wise. And do you think that this, obviously, this team has to match it, and this team can match it. What's your thoughts for the next 6 games, just knowing the physicality that Norfolk's going to bring?
Shift by shift. Just try to win your shift, whatever it calls for. If you have a chance to get into a guy, get into him, right? You got a chance to create a puck battle, create it. We know what it's going to be like. 7-game series, so it's first to 4, and we're going to have to be willing to win one-on-one battles every single chance we get.
Coach, the other day we talked to the power play in that last series. Probably not exactly how you guys wanted it, but 2 for 5 tonight and some really good opportunities. Talk about what you saw in the power play tonight for this group.
I thought they were okay. They got better as it went along. We haven't had a chance to practice it even one time, right? We kept the guys off the ice the last 2 days, just let them get their regeneration of the body. But I thought they did a good job. I mean, we scored 2 goals. One was greasy. The other one was exactly how you draw it up. So hopefully we continue to use that as a catalyst for us moving forward, because obviously the special teams are huge, and in the regular season it's elevated in the postseason here. So we still probably won't get any practice on it. We'll have some different guys because our lineup will look different tomorrow as well, but thought they did a pretty good job for having just been thrown together for a playoff game.
Another guy that gets a lot of greasy goals as well. We talked to Ryan Wheeler. Another one tonight for him. Just how impressed you've been since these playoffs have started, the way he's been able to compete.
Yeah, he's the man. He's our new Connor Riley. Like, we've been looking for a Connor Riley since he left here, and we found him in Wheels. So hopefully he's playing for Adirondack again next year, and I know he's going to continue to provide not only goal scoring for us, but just the presence that he has is something that every team needs.
And then another guy, Ryan, as well, Ryan Smith, 2 goals for him tonight. He's been kind of quiet in these playoffs, but just talk about what you saw from him tonight to get those greasy goals like you saw.
Yeah, just more assertive, right? Getting into the guts of the game and moving his feet and being more engaged with the play. Smitty's a guy that plays a lot of minutes, plays a lot of hard minutes for us throughout the course of the year. So sometimes when you go through those lulls, he's the type of guy that you don't really worry about. You know that he's going to snap out of it and be there when you really need him.
Based on the effort that the team gave out tonight, Coach, in the locker room just a few minutes ago, do you get a sense of anxiousness to get back out there on the ice right now?
Potentially. I didn't go in there right after a loss. Generally, I won't go in unless I need to flip a table or something like that, which I never do. But we try to leave them alone, right? It's hard to process. You're going through competition. These guys, they always want to be successful, and sometimes it's just good to give them a little bit of space afterwards. But knowing our group and the way that we've gone about our business this year, they're pretty resilient. So I know that they'll take care of themselves tonight, and we're going to do what we can to give ourselves a chance to get back in it tomorrow.
No Shane Harper tonight. Any chance he plays tomorrow night?
There's a chance. We'll see how he's doing.
Do you have a goaltender for tomorrow night?
No. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
You knew this was going to be a physical series. We talked about it. We talked about the guys keeping composure. Just thoughts game 1 on how you guys did, in that avenue for tonight.
Yeah, I mean, guys were excited coming out, and I mean, playoffs you try to play just on the line, and sometimes you're going to cross it. And I mean, Walks always throws big hits and something like that. I mean, that's tough to see. You never want to see somebody get hurt like that. But yeah, it was tough. I mean, there was a couple calls. I mean, some trippings and stuff like that. I mean, you don't want those, and especially in the offensive zone. But our penalty kill was doing pretty good work. I think tonight was just one of those games where some of those bounces didn't go our way. I think our effort was there, but at certain times, I think we just kind of sat back a little bit too much. Yeah.
Obviously, Norfolk had a few more days to rest than you guys did. Coming into that third period, did you think that was maybe evident on the ice with, the outbursts that they put on in the final 20?
Yeah, I mean, I never want to make excuses, so I'm going to stay away from that one. I mean, when your legs get tired, it's a mental game. You just got to stay mentally strong and do everything you can to keep the puck out of the back of the net. But yeah, it's tough going into that third period. I mean, we felt good, and then all of a sudden, a couple bounces didn't go our way.
What's your message to the team kind of going into tomorrow? I know you guys don't want to go down 2-0 going to Norfolk.
Yeah, I mean, we've been in this position before. I think I already talked to them about that. We've been here before. We've done the same thing, but we definitely don't want to go 1-2 at home. So tomorrow is a new day. Everybody gets what they need tonight and tomorrow, and then we come out and look to even things up. All set?
Thanks,
Thank you,
Kate.
guys. Appreciate it. Have a great night. See
too.
you guys tomorrow.
It's another goal for you tonight. Just even from the start of the last series, talk about what's been working for you personally, like on the ice.
Yeah, I think we made it a point to get greasy goals at the net front. Worked in the main series, and it seems like it's going to work in this series. I think it's just the nature of playoffs is scoring greasy goals. Obviously, teams are playing tight defense, and the goalies are all dialed in and playing well. So I think we just got to get more of that going.
We know it's going to be a tougher series for this Norfolk team. We saw it tonight. Now, how do you guys combat that and stay in your own head and stay composed?
Yeah, I think at times they want to turn it into a track meet where it's chance for chance, back and forth, and that's really not us. So hopefully we can get back to our game a little bit. You saw spurts of it when we did do it. We dominated the game. So hopefully we get back to that and avoid the track meet.
Obviously a back and forth game the first two periods. Norfolk coming off a ton of rest. You guys playing on a day of rest. Do you think that played a factor in the third period?
Yeah, I mean it's the playoffs, so there's no excuse for being kind of too tired and stuff like that. Obviously, everyone's gonna be banged up and stuff like that. But yeah, obviously, would have liked to have a couple more days off if we could. But it's just the nature of playoffs, and maybe we'll catch someone else, coming out of 1 day rest further in the playoffs.
You look at this team. You knew coming into the series it was gonna be a physical series. And that's exactly what you guys got tonight. And obviously, you've got guys like Skeoch that are more than happy to play that role.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's when we're at our best, is when we're playing physical. We're hard to defend out of the corners and in front of the nets, and same thing in our end. We're boxing guys out and making it super hard for guys to get into our front of our net. So I think that's when we're at our best, is when we're playing that physical game and everyone plays with that edge.
Obviously, that huge 5-minute kill for you guys after Walker takes that penalty, that must be huge for you guys.
Yeah, you can build momentum off the power play, whether you score or not. So same thing with the PK. If you kill off a 5-minute penalty, I felt like we got some big momentum out of that, and it seemed like we got some life out of it.
What did you overall think about the offensive compete that you guys put on display tonight?
Yeah, I thought we worked hard. Obviously, we scored more goals than most of the last series today, but I still think we can do a better job of maybe getting more pucks to the net, more bodies to the net, and maybe some more scoring chances. I feel like at times we were a little perimeter. We tried to make that one extra play, and that's when it turned the other way, and they got some chances off of it.
Did the momentum from the last series carry into this one, do you feel like, a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. I think winning Game 7, I thought we got that swagger, you can call it, back just when we won Game 7. It felt like guys started to get some confidence back, and when you do win a long series like that, it's easy to get some confidence and some motivation back, and some jam back in your game. So I thought we used it coming into the game pretty well, and it's good to fall back on, but we got to look forward here.
You've strictly been a forward so far in these playoffs, but like we talked about, you played most of the year on D. Anything different in the playoffs when it comes to making that transition?
No, I think no matter where you are on the ice, you gotta, you can't take any shifts off here in the playoffs. It ends up, kind of biting you if you do take a shift off. So I think no matter who you are, you gotta play with your head. You gotta play hard. You gotta finish every hit when you can. Take an extra stride to get the red line, stuff like that. So I know we got a bunch of guys that are willing to do that.
Obviously, kind of same as last series. Maine took game 1 here. What's kind of the message for you guys going to game 2?
Yeah, it's kind of like after the series last time. We lost the first game last time, I believe. You just got to hit the reset button. It's not the end of the world. We still have 4 games to win. So, just hit the reset button. Everyone, take care of what you got to take care of, and come back tomorrow with a fresh mind.
Thanks, Jules.
Thank you.
Smitty, so 2 goals for you tonight. Obviously the power play working as well. Just talk about your performance, kind of getting back into it here in the playoffs and having an opportunity at home.
Yeah, round 2, starting at home, we knew we had to get to the net. 2 tip-in goals, and just trying to, assert myself in the net front, be a presence there. It was kind of part of the game plan, just get some greasy ones, get to the net. Kind of like how we played against Maine, just try to find some rebounds and tips and stuff.
So obviously, the other Ryan, and 2 Ryans, Ryan Wheeler, Ryan Conroy, but Ryan Conroy on both those goals. Talk about, him setting you up and the possibility for you even to score with the way he played at the blue line tonight.
Yeah, we were talking between the first and second. I told him when you get that puck at the blue, eyes up, look for the lanes. They were taking away the one-timers pretty well, kind of leaving me alone in front, and he got the pucks through and we got him in, so that was part of the game plan.
Despite the result, Ryan, how pleased are you with the way that the offense put forth so much effort in those first 2 periods?
Yeah, it was nice to get some on the board. Thought we played well offensively. We need to limit our turnovers while we're in the O-zone, and kind of keep it below the goal line and in the ugly areas, and that'll limit their odd man rushes, and then we'll be just fine.
Obviously, you guys played Norfolk earlier this season. You knew what they brought physicality-wise. And obviously, you guys can imagine. Can you just talk about the physicality of game 1 tonight, knowing that it's going to be a tough series?
Yeah, coming off the Maine series, can't really get much more physical than that one. They're a little bit different of a team than we saw in the regular season. They got some different guys, but anyone you play in playoffs, it's going to be physical. You know that going in. You just got to be ready for it. And, I thought we did a good job being physical tonight too, and it goes both ways. So.
How big was that 5-minute penalty kill for you guys early in the game?
Yeah, that was definitely a big momentum for us. Our PK has been pretty solid all throughout playoffs and all during the regular season. That was definitely a big momentum swing for us and something we can definitely build off of.
What's your message to the team going into game 2?
Be pissed off for 10 minutes and then reset. Watch the game tomorrow, watch your shift, see what you can do better. Limit the turnovers, but it's a 7-game series for a reason. Doesn't matter if you lose 1-0 or give up 7. It doesn't matter. So we'll get right back at it tomorrow.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yep. Thank you.